Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to English grade 6 video lessons. Today we are going to start our unit number 6 and its title is Knowing and Staying Safe. Yes students, today we are going to cover an SLO of a student's learning outcome of grammar competency. This is our lecture number 1 and we are going to talk about adjectives. And we know we are very much aware of adjectives. It's a part of speech, and now we are going to see that how we can identify different types of adjectives. Now let's read our students' learning outcome and see what we are supposed to do. So my dear learners, our SLO is identify adjectives of quantity, quality, size, shape, color, and origin. Now, let's see how many do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yes, 6 different types of adjectives. They are of different, they are used for different things, for different scenarios. Now let's see what we are supposed to do. Here is a vertical linkage. As you can see, it links your SLO with the previous grade. And now students, brace yourselves because we are going to do this very interesting brainstorming session today before we begin our main lesson about identification of adjectives. Now what you're going to do is read this, and let me read it for you, and then you have to think about it and do it. Think about the last time you described something to a friend. Maybe you were talking about your favorite food, a cool gadget, or even a pet. What words did you use to describe it? Now, we know that adjectives are used for describing our nouns. It modifies our nouns and the things we are talking about. So, if I give you a prompt to talk about your favorite pet, yes, you are going to use so many adjectives. Now, think about it and come back very soon because we are going to start our lecture. Good. Now, students, let's do a very quick recall of what are adjectives. Now, adjectives, they are words that describe or modify nouns or pronouns by giving more information. Yes, we require more information about the attributes of nouns or pronouns, the qualities, characteristics. They can describe the appearance, how something looks, the size, the shape of something, color, taste, sound, smell, or just feeling of a noun or a pronoun. Now, we are very much clear. We have seen so many different words: quality, size, shape, color. It means that they are of different types. Now let's see how we can identify which adjective is describing our noun in terms of color, which one is describing quantity, shape, and so on. Now, let's look at an example over here, students. So in the sentence, the small red car is fast. The words, notice the words which are describing our noun. The noun is car, small, and red. Yes, are adjectives describing the noun car. Now, what is small? Why do we use a word small? We use it to show the size of something. And what about the color red? Yes, red is a color. So is yellow, green, blue. You're aware of them. All these are adjectives and they are adjectives of colors. Now, you can see that we use 2 adjectives to describe our noun car. Now we know that the car is small and it is of red color. Simple, right? Okay, let's move on. Let's see the different types of adjectives. So the adjectives that describe the quality of a noun, they are called adjectives of quality. For example, sturdy shoes. Now, how are the shoes? What's the quality of shoes, students? It's sturdy. Damaged buildings. The building, which is our noun, plural noun, buildings, what is the quality of that? It is damaged. It is in a bad and damaged condition. It means the quality of building is damaged. The building is not new, or the shoes are very sturdy. They are also not comfortable, etc. So these adjectives show quality of our noun. Now, let's move on. The adjective which tells about numbers or numerals, they are called adjectives of quantity. Why? Because when we are using the word quantity, it includes numbers. Either something is few, much, more, 2, 3, 5, etc. Now these answer the question. These adjectives answer how much is something and how many. For example, 80 bodies. Now here 80 is our adjective, and what kind of adjective is this? It is an adjective of quantity. Next one is the adjectives that describe the size of nouns. They are called adjectives of size. For example, heavy furniture. Now, small furniture, or etc. Now it tells the size. Something is heavy because it is huge in size. Now, next one is the adjectives that describe the shape of nouns. For example, shapes can be round, triangular, pear-shaped, etc., or diamond-shaped, and they are called adjectives of shape. Let's look at an example. Round table. The word round, which is our adjective of shape, tells us the shape of the table. The shape is round. The table is round. The adjectives that describe the color of things, they are called adjectives of color. For example, can you come up with some examples by your own? Yes, green tree, or red car, yellow fruit. The adjectives that describe place or country a person or thing belongs to. Now, they are called adjectives of origin because we are telling the origin, where something is coming from. Origin means where something or someone is coming from is their origin. For example, Pakistani food. The food is coming from where? The food is of Pakistan. The origin of the food is Pakistani. So we can say that here the word Pakistani, the adjective is adjective of origin. It is telling us that where or what something is coming from. Now, we have covered all these different kinds, different adjectives, adjectives of quality, quantity, size, shape, color, and origin. Now, when you see any adjective, you can easily identify and tell whether the adjective is of quality, size, color, shape, or etc. Okay, now let's do this classroom activity, students. If you're watching it in class with your teacher beside you, you have to pause the video and do this activity so that you can practice your learning. You have to work in groups. Select a category such as animals, foods, or places, and brainstorm as many or think of as many adjectives as you can to describe nouns in that category. For example, if the category is animals, you might come up with adjectives like to describing animals, like some animals are furry, scaly, playful, or fierce. So these are the adjectives that can be used when you are describing animals. Or similarly, if you're describing any gadgets, any inanimate object, any human, any person, so you can use different kinds of adjectives for that purpose. So I hope, students, it is very much clear now. Now, here is a simulation link. This is for your additional understanding and for additional information. It's very interesting. You can watch it later on after you've finished watching this video, and you can learn much more from the simulation link. And now, let's solve this together. Let's do it. So be very attentive, students. You have to choose the correct option, the correct adjective in the following sentences. I have told you many times already. Now, the bold word many is an adjective. But what kind of adjective is it? Is it an adjective of quality, quantity, shape, or color? Think about it. Yes, it is an adjective of quantity because many describes the quantity of something in numbers or how many times you did something. Number 2, he has no money in his purse. The bold word here, the word no, is adjective of, again, quantity. Yes, because it is telling us that something is, in this case, having no money is also describing quantity, which means zero. There's no money, it means it's zero. Next, he was a very tall man. The bold word is adjective of quality, quantity, shape, or color. Tall is not a color. It can be a quality. Yes, a man is tall. It is a characteristic or quality of that man. Okay, next one, you have to think about it really fast. There is a huge mountain in the valley. Now, the word huge, it is describing adjective of size, quantity, shape, or color. Think about it. Yes, this is telling us the size of the mountain. So, it means it is an adjective of size, right? This is very much easier than we expected it to. Okay, next page, let's solve it together. You can open your books as well if you are not seeing it correctly anyway. Number 5 is, he has a car of red color. Simple, it describing the word color, right? So this is the right option. Nelson Mandela is a famous politician, and the bold word that we have over here is quality. All right. Next, Nelson Mandela is an African politician. African. What is it telling us? This is telling us that the politician's origin, or Nelson Mandela's origin, is from Africa. He is from Africa. So this is an adjective that is telling us about origin of someone or something. Now, congratulations, students, you have solved them really well. This is a worksheet that will be distributed to you in the class, and you have to solve it by yourself. Next one is our homework, where you have to choose any object in your home. It could be any inanimate object. Write a short description of the object. And when we have the word description, what are we using? We are using adjectives, at least 5 adjectives of different types. For example, now pay attention. This is a small, square, red pillow from China. Small, size, square is the shape, red is the color, pillow from China. It means the origin is from China. And you have to follow the same order when you are dealing with multiple adjectives of different types. Here are all the resources provided for your help. Students, we are here at the end of the lesson. I hope that you have understood the students' learning outcome really well. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.